think this will seem familiar to anyone. This is a map that TntWizards made absolutely ages ago called TntWizards C, because back when they made this, I believe the only TNT Wizards maps were A and B, so they called this one C. And since I got, this is like ages later, so since I have just to prove it's really me, there we go. Yeah, so yeah, I thought I'd update this map, and yeah, so basically since the maps have names now, and most of the divides are really hard to get a hold of, I've decided to call this map Enchanted, which I know inventive, right? So it's fantasy themed. I changed some of the trees to blue, as you can, wow, if anyone's seen it. And I didn't make most of this, to be fair, but I have changed things to make it better for TntWizards, such as this middle bit had a, well, where the, in quotation marks, water, this colored glass, was before, and the stone underneath, there was void, and that's, well, for veterans like myself, that wouldn't be an issue, because you just, you know, infinite chain jump over the middle. But to be fair, for new people, it's not the most friendly, and there's no way new people would fall off now unless they went around the edge and then got knocked off, but that's their own fault. Also, the spawns, there's only one way out at the minute when Devise made this, so I believe, well actually no, I don't believe, I will make every side like this, just to minimize the risk of spawn camping. I also put those trees there, so just from the spawn, you can still destroy the tree, it'll just take a few seconds, so it just prevents people from instantly standing here, hovering here, and then just like with Wither or Fire, hitting the points instantly. And that's the same for these towers here. They're quite thick, they can all be destroyed, but if you're on like a point over there, well, unless you jump in the air, you'd have quite a lot of house to go through, and that one you've got the tree, that other tree, and the points over there. So I'll quickly go around. So that's the points, they're all in the middle, like the Farah, I can't remember the exact name, there's like a one that begins with F, and there's big towers there, although as I said, this one was made absolutely ages ago, and just so people can't escape the spawn, I've done some minor modifications. There's enchanted magic particles. Oh, whoops, that's a good thing I didn't accidentally hit the signs. So, there we go, cobblestone, I nearly forgot. So, best block, by the way. So, map by TntWizards, although I've actually put the name now, because it's not TntWizards C anymore, it's Enchanted. I've made the walls higher, so, well, basically so people can't jump out, and I've finished the design all the way around the edge. And there is a little parkour up, but people would have to find that themselves. And of course there's a secret area that I completely forgot about before I showed some, yeah, I showed some of this like a while ago, but yeah, it's like a little hangout area, I suppose. And so what, I'm trying to think what other changes I've done. So there were some of these like blue trees, the ones right in front of me, and I found them, well, I was just like, yeah, let's sprinkle those about, so that makes it feel a bit more magic, I suppose, because we got coloured mushrooms, so I was like, well, why don't we have coloured trees as well? And so what was I doing? Yeah, there was like, when the only thing I did on this in the past was to make some interiors, and Cheesy, who is now in the Hypixel build team, was doing some of the others, and I think Melee might have done one, although the style of... I can't remember who the third person was, it might have been him, but the style of whatever the third person was doing was a bit different, and I will change it, because here's one, here is one that Cheesy did, and it's very his style. You can see there, got a little fantasy bed, with this, his standard like ceiling. He likes this kind of design, and I can show you the... What one did I do? Oh, here we go. So basically, this bottom floor wasn't completed, so I basically put some carpet and stuff there. This was all what Cheesy did, so I didn't make any of this. But what I did do, this was all empty, so I kind of imitated the style, although those windows are bigger, so I had to make the ceiling bigger. So that's that. Little room in here, and you've got a little room here. So if I quickly... There are other houses that I've done interior in to add, but for this episode I'll just quickly show you the other one. So I tried to, even in the past, I tried to emulate Cheesy's style, and when I got back on this I tried to emulate Cheesy's style because the interior needs to be consistent. And oh dear, what happened here? There we go. I have no idea what happened there, but I'm trying to find the one. It might be here, because this is another one, and it looks very fantasy-esque, but it's not consistent with the other ones, and I don't know if that's a good thing, or is it like they were going all out there, but it doesn't look anything like the other ones, and I'm not sure if it's good because it's fantasy, or if it would have to have some sort of cohesion. So I might do an episode where I change this, because it's a bit too different at the minute. It looks nice, looks very fantasy, but it just doesn't go with the other interiors. And I quickly show you something that I really like, and I know other TntWizards map has this. So also, if you're wondering what that gold thing is, it's supposed to be like a bow, but obviously they didn't do this because I assume they thought a player could like back into it or something. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty certain it's a bow. So basically, this all has interior. You can actually, because we'll probably have it so they can open doors, but they can't open trapdoors. So you can go up here. There's like, I don't know, a box room I suppose, and you can't go up to there, and that's an empty floor anyway, so it doesn't matter. So that's, I didn't do any of this, by the way. But I do like that idea, the fact that this, like a home inside the spawn. When I didn't, even when I was back on Devise, I didn't discover this until like quite late, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's actually a home there. I was like really excited. But yes, oh yep, so there's some, you can see there's some floating islands, but they're quite close, to be honest. But this is the kind kitten, and I'll see you all next time.